Okay, good morning, students. Today again we are continue. Our topic is creating NumPy array. First we will study about 1D array and then next we will study about 2D array. So first we are discussing about 1D array. In 1D array we are having a lot of functions, and out of these the first function we are having, that is array function. Which function? Array function, ARRAY. Okay, so first we will discuss about its syntax. Syntax means the basic structure, means how we will use it. So first the variable name and the object name we will give here, and then we will assign the value that is calculated by array function, and array is related to NumPy. Okay, so then we are passing their arguments and then data types. Okay, so this is the syntax or structure of this function. Now let's have an example here. nar1 is the variable name, and we are having the value 2, 5.2 or 1.0. This is not 5.2, this is 2. Yeah, okay, whatever it is the value, 2, 5.2, then 1.0. okay, so these are the values. They are creating the 1D array, and we are going to store in an array 1. Okay, now something is here about dictionary also. So let's see about the dictionary to array. Can we create a dictionary using an array function? So directly we cannot use that one. Okay, like the dict is the variable, then first position we are having A, on second position we are having B, and third index we are having C. And if we want to create an array, then we cannot create it because it will give an error. And error, what will be the error? Too many indices, means index are multiples here, so multiple index cannot be assigned to the array. Okay, then what is the solution for that? So for that we will use from iter function. Which function? From iter function. Student, array function we already studied. Just one example here, just one example is here, already we study about that one. Now if we are having the sequence of characters or sequence of numbers, then we will use from iter function. Which function? From iter function. Let's discuss the next thing. Now the syntax of from iter function is that first we will give the numpy dot then the name of function, then the name sequence of characters and their data types, and number of characters or numbers. So let's have this example here. A dict is the variable name, and in this we are going to store a dictionary. 1, 2, 3 index are there, and first index A, second index B, and third index is C. And we are passing this value to the from iter function. Which function? From iter function. Or in from iter function we are passing this dictionary to here. We are giving the data type np.integer32. What data type we are giving? np.integer32. okay, and then I printed AR5. This is AR5, and then we print AR5, then its answer is A, B, C. Okay, so like that we can create it. Now for the string we can also create that one. So here ASTR is the name of a variable, then this is gonna fun this is string, number of characters without any space. So in array 6 we are going to store them. np dot from iter a string, we are passing a string, means this is gonna fun, and data type we are giving u2. U means unique character, unicode 2. This is second version. Okay, and we are going to print print array 6. Then this gives the answer here. Every string is divided in character. Okay, separated in character. Okay, this is the output. So that's why we are using from iter function. Your question arises that what is the difference between array and from iter? Array will take only the list, but if you are having number of characters, number of numbers in a sequence, then which function you will use? So for that we will use from iter function. Which function? From iter function. Okay, now the next one, to create array of numerical range. This is for not the range, but we specify that one. If we are having the range, then which function we will use? So we will use arrange function. Which function? Arrange function. So let's see the syntax of this arrange function. And then the same variable name is there, then numpy dot arrange function, we will give the starting point, then ending point, and number of steps. Okay, or we will define the data type. Okay, so let's see the example here. This is array 5. In array 5 we are going to store arrange 7 values. How many values? 7 values. Okay, and we are going to print error 5. Then answer is 0 1 2 3 4 5 6. What number of values are? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Arrange 7 elements are there, so these are 7 elements, but because we did not give here any starting point, so it will take from 0. Ending is 7, so you know that array always goes to n minus 1. Done. Then the next thing is there, array 6 np dot arrange, we are having 1 to 7. 1 to 7. We want to create from 1 to 7, means starting is 1, ending is 7, and a step is 2. Means 1 plus 2 3, 3 plus 2 5, 5 plus 2 7, like that one. So its answer is 1.3.5 because its data type is float 32. So its answer is in the float. Okay, so arrange, and this one arrange error 6 going to print here, output 1 this. Okay, so this is about the arrange function. Now the next is now numerical range. Which one? Numerical range. So this is creating numerical range using line space. Which function? Using line space function. So this line space function will create the element between the range what we are giving here. Okay, so the see that a1 dot np dot line space start from 2.5 and end on 5, and number of elements are 6. How many elements you want to give? 6 elements you want to give. Yeah, okay, between 2.5 to 5. So this is starting value, this is ending value, and between these two values we want to 6 values. So its answer is this one, 2.5, then 3, then 3.5, then 4, then 4.5, and then 5. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 values. Total number of values are 6, and we have given this argument here. Okay, now student, as we studied about the one dimensional array, so like that in two dimensional array, what functions we are using or how we will use the first array function. Okay, in array जहाँ पे हम लोग वन डायमेंशंस में दे रहे थे, सेम वी विल गिव टू डायमेंशंस because it is टू डायमेंशनल. So one dimension is 1 3 5 and second dimension is 2 4 6. We are passing the list, and in this list we are passing through array function. We are giving this one nd2, and nd2 are going to print. So answer is 1 3 5 first row and 2 4 5 second row. Okay, we can check the shape of this particular array. So its shape is nd2 dot shape 2 3. 2 means 2 rows and 3 means 3 columns. So 1 and 2, these are the rows, and 1 2 3, these are the columns. Now the next is we can create tuple also. Okay, so here we can create a tuple also. So in tuple 2 4 3 5 6 4 5 6, these are the elements, and we can create an array of these tuples. So t1 pass in the array, and then we are passing in nd3, and we are checking its output 2 4 3 5 6 4. Okay, so we can also pass the tuples. Now the next function is arrange function. Which function? Arrange function. So its syntax is that np dot arrange argument list. Like AR equals to np1 dot arrange, and in arrange we want to create 10 elements. How many elements? 10 elements we want to create. We are going to print them here. Print AR. So output is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9, but number of elements are 10. Okay, and this is started from 0 to 9. You everybody know that in it will always take from 0, starting from 0 and last element, because not defined here. Now the student, we can reshape it. What array we are studying? Two dimensional. In two dimensional array you have to reshape it. Okay, no, not have to, but you can reshape it. Okay, so this is the name of our array AR. So here AR1 maybe we are storing AR dot reshape 5, 2. It means 5 rows and 2 columns. So its answer you can check here. 1 and 2 columns are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows are there. Clear? Okay, in this example you can see that AR1 dot reshape 2, 5 means 2 rows are there and 5 columns are there. And another one, directly we can use that. First we are giving the arrange function in 8.0, means we want to create number of elements 8 and we are going to reshape them 2.4. It means 2 rows and 4 columns. So the answer is here 0, 1, 2, 3 and then 4, 5, 6, 7. Total number of elements is 8. Now the next thing is some alternative array creation methods like empty. Empty means we do not want any value over there, so it will say none. Okay, then syntax is there, and then its example here np dot empty shape, what shape you required, what data type you required, and what order you required, C or F. C is used for columns and F is used for rows, but F has a different meaning. F means Fortran. Fortran means the formula translation language. Okay, and that is always works as row wise. Clear? So here we are giving that np dot empty 3, 2 means 3 rows and 2 columns must be empty. So empty answer will be there. And here we are giving np dot empty 3, 4 data type np dot integer 8. Okay, so it's data type 3, 4 means 3 rows and 4 columns. Okay, so there will be 9 values. Now the like that one zeros, if you want to fill every element 0, then we can use zeros function. Like here zeros 2, 3, so 2 rows and 3 columns we are going to fill 0 only, and order is F means row wise. Okay, so this one. Then like that once to fill 1 in every column. Okay, then array 4 we are going to store it, and between 1, 2, 3, I mean 2 rows 3 columns can we are going to fill 1. Okay, data type we are giving float. So float may answer will be 30 point. So 1 point, 1 point, 1 point, 1 point, 2 point, 2, 3. So 2 rows and 3 columns we are going to fill 1. So here is the answer 1. Student, like that one we can also have the functions here, empty like, zeros like, and ones like. These 3 functions also are there. And the last one, some of the random functions are there. In the random functions we are first having I. I means we are creating an array of 5 elements, but it will give the 0 on non-diagonal side. Okay. Second one is full, means 2 by 3 ka ek array you have to create, and you have to fill 6 value. As here we are going to fill 6. What value? 6. Then in np to random we are having the function rand 3 by 4, and we are creating 0 to 1 range elements through rand function. Then random में rand function के थ्रू हमने 4 by 5 किया है, but now here we are creating an 100 range, 0 to 100. And here in the last random dot rand int means we are creating integer values. Total number of values 5, so it will goes to 0 to 4. So it's 0 to 4, and these 0 to 4 values will be defined in 2 by 3 numpy array elements. Okay. Next thing we will discuss in the next class. Thank you very much.